episode 4 was. This was the craziest thing I think Marvel has ever put out. Like, it's gotta be, right?
Honestly.
Yeah. It gave me episode. It gave me what's it called? Endgame
Vibes?
To be honest.
Whoa.
vibes. Just from the chills and the feelings.
Bro, so much happened. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, there were so many times during this episode, I was like, all right, it's going to cut, and it's going to leave a cliffhanger, and then it just kept happening. Like, things just kept happening.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, oh, my
so
God.
quickly. So quickly.
But when we were watching it, it was like, I was like, this is amazing how much stuff they're putting in. And I kept like checking the time, like, there's no way there's still 20 minutes left.
And then it just kept getting crazier.
Yes. Yes.
Bruh.
My gosh.
All right, where do you guys want to start, to be honest?
Dude, I just want to talk about how great pacing Loki has been putting out for its episodes. Like, remember, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the pacing was like really off, you know, and the story wasn't flowing as well. But for Loki, I think they've been hitting it so accurately perfect to the point where, like, you know, literally last episode was kind of like a downer. Remember, we were talking about how much of a just
like
a building block,
I guess.
yeah, like a building block for the series. This just like took it like you said, you know, it was just so crazy, you know.
It
For the
felt
build
like
up.
a finale.
Oh, definitely. That's what I got.
This felt like the
Yeah,
finale
it did.
for the
I
whole
know.
show.
I got finale
that
vibes
is
too,
true.
which is awesome that it's not, right?
Yeah.
So
know.
awesome.
I can't believe
Two more?
2 more episodes. I don't ever want this show to end. This show could keep going forever, dude.
Keep going.
You know what's sad though?
Huh.
Loki's dead.
My boy,
Yeah,
my boy got
right.
pruned, bro.
You know?
What do you mean?
Or not even that's not even what I meant, but like in like he dies in Infinity War, you know?
Who knows by the end of the series where any of these Lokis are showing up, dude?
That's true.
Bro, I got a feeling. Because how are they going to explain how Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield just show up without the TVA stepping in and taking them like all the other variants? Something at the end of the show is going to destroy the freaking timeline, and the MCU going forward is going to be some kind of multiversal mess, unless they fix it in Doctor Strange.
Ooh,
But,
you think?
bro, it's going to go
That-
into just chaos.
Doctor Strange can't be
So-
fixing it, bro. It's gonna be like the opening of it, you know? That's what I think.
So we think that this is a big villain, right? Say this is a villain controlling the timeline, right? Like you think everybody's escaping. What if it's a huge fight with everybody versus?
Just think of this. Okay.
Does that make
Let's
sense?
jump to the post-credit scene.
Okay.
Which was bonkers. Just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
We got Alligator
Yeah.
Loki. We got Kid Loki.
Yeah.
We got Goofy Magoo, freaking classic Loki wearing his freaking Comic-Con cosplay outfit. And then we got a black Loki who looks like he's like carrying a hammer. Like, where
Hybrid
did that
Thor?
hammer come from?
Hybrid Thor Loki.
Bro.
Ooh.
Imagine.
Now imagine Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It's gonna be so we got variants of Lokis. It's gonna be variants of everybody.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody you could think of. There's more than likely gonna be a variant, and there's gonna be something crazy. I don't even know what the plot of that story is gonna. Obviously, Doctor Strange may be trying to fix it, but it's gonna be insane.
It is gonna be insane, man.
Everything it's just slowly falling into place on how everything's just gonna work out. Again, got super hyped seeing variants of Lokis and had no idea that's where the show was gonna end up in the middle of it, you know. But
I really thought he
just-
died. I really thought he died at that part of the episode.
I know, just seeing him alive, and then it hits you with that too.
All of them, dude. You're like, no. Like, it's just so crazy.
So do we think Mobius is still alive?
Obviously, dude. Obviously alive.
Did you see the meme I sent you where it showed him with Lightning McQueen and all those other characters? They all show up.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be amazing. If they did that, dude, that'd be amazing.
It's hilarious.
Let's discuss. Even though there's just way too much to talk about in this episode. Where do you think they ended up? Where do you think they go when they get pruned?
Ooh.
Because that looked like the fallout of New York.
That is true. That is very true. That is very true.
Where exactly are they getting thrown into? Are these just worlds and timelines that are just like vacant and nobody cares about them anymore? And there is actual timelines that just fell into chaos, and then when you get pruned, you get thrown there? Or
Oh, well,
Maybe that
pruning
makes
isn't
sense.
killing somebody, huh? Pruning is just taking them somewhere else.
I guess not.
Well, that's what we thought. We thought it just like disintegrates them, takes them off of the timeline, like forever.
Well, that's
you
what they
know?
make you think. Because remember when you first start off with the series, they show you the little time bomb things, and they say it
Yeah.
disintegrates everything there. So they're
Yeah.
trying to play us, trying to make us think that pruning is killing them when really it isn't. It's just them forming. Oh, that makes sense.
I have this theory that, you know, okay, so they place the bombs, then it evaporates everything in that. Well, all of that has to go somewhere too, right? So what if there's just these timelines that are abandoned, that all of this, the excess stuff that they get pruned just gets thrown in there? Like even the things that they're pruning.
Kind of like a junkyard.
Buildings and yeah, exactly. And they just get tossed into this wasteland that has all of these variants. And maybe it just has the Loki one where he went. But does this mean that there's other variants that might pop up in the show?
Oh, dude, hopefully. Well, there has to. Remember, they talk about it.
Maybe in the very end, there's gonna be like one other variant we see, another superhero.
There has to be more.
Maybe we won't see everything.
They're gonna have like I honestly think they might have a community of Lokis.
Oh, it's gonna be so good, bro.
Think about it. A community of Lokis.
I just can't believe it.
Because why would it make sense that only 4 of them are like hanging out?
Yeah.
There has to be like a community, like a whole big group of them.
Yeah, who knows? I really am, like, this is the first time, like, we're stuck. Like, what happens next, you know?
True. There's no really like.
I wonder if they even show the villain of the show
Who do you
in this season.
Who do you guys think it is now? Okay, we know Timekeepers are bullshit. Freaking, which was also insane.
Oh my god, dude! The time they really fooled me. They really fooled me this whole episode.
The amount of twists that happened in a short amount of time was just ridiculous. It was just like
Yeah.
one after another.
But it was
like,
so well
going
placed,
on?
you know. Like it wasn't just like it wasn't too much, you know. I don't know. It was
because of all the writing and the things that happened before the lead up
yes.
to the climax of this episode. Like
They needed that building
Mobius-
block. Oh my god. So
Mobius freaking interviewing Loki, like that was such an intense scene with him. Like he literally went to work and used his investigating skills, like telling him that Lady Loki or Sylvie, right?
Sylvia,
Sylvie,
Sylvia.
yeah.
Was pruned, you know, and Loki was like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
wait, what? You know, and then calling him out for like kind of like falling for himself. Like again, the show keeps. We said it one of our other podcasts. The show keeps like mentioning things that all of the like fans after watching an episode are talking about. Like as soon as you start talking about all that stuff, they're actually mentioning it in the show. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
They're doing a great job.
Oh, definitely.
This was so well constructed.
Definitely.
Everybody figuring it out, you know. What's the chick who started figuring out B-17? What or
No, 15.
15?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
B-15.
B-15 is the one that helps them, and B-20 is the one that goes insane, right?
Well, she didn't
Whoa,
Oh,
really go
yeah.
insane. She just
yeah.
got
She was just she realized she was a variant.
Oh,
I love the relationships that they build in this.
it's amazing.
Like just Loki and Sylvie, Mobius, Loki, and then B-15.
Mobius
Like they all start like falling, you know?
Mobius is such a good character, dude.
Oh yeah,
He's
dude,
such a
awesome.
good character.
He's so cool.
They're killing it. Another thing I was thinking about today at work, I was like, they took Loki, who was the master of lying and deception, and threw him into a place that is nothing but lies, and he's the only one telling the truth.
Oh
They
shit.
flipped his whole character onto his head, like literally, you know. And they keep doing this, and they keep like developing their characters and going so deep into their faults. Loki with Lady Sith when he was in the what do they call that? That room? They called it something.
Oh,
what was
the
it?
loop room.
Something theater.
Time theater or time capsule
Yes.
or whatever it was.
It was theater something. It was theater something or loop theater. I don't know.
That's funny. Apparently, she's coming
I
back
just-
for Thor 4 too.
Huh?
That Lady Sith. She was in the first 2 Thor movies.
Yeah.
That chick who, but apparently she's coming back for
Oh.
Thor 4. I don't know in what capacity, but
To me, it was so sad when the variants realized that they had lives before. That was hidden, and then it's just when Loki kept saying the TVA is a lie, they're lying to you, just because they have so much faith in it, and then just to know like that it's
yeah,
fake,
her
you
whole
know?
life- I
Oh
mean,
my
like
gosh.
thousands of years of them probably being at the
Yeah.
TVA working.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson's acting is amazing with him. Like, you know how he was interviewing Loki and Loki was like, you guys are all variants, and they kind of came out. Him like subtly, the way that he was acting in that scene was like, you knew that he knew because everything was adding up to him in his head
Yeah.
with what was the chick who they said went crazy? What was her name?
B20.
B23 or
I thought it was B20.
is it B20?
20.
Um,
Yeah, that was B20.
you saw everything adding up, and just his expression on his face, he knew Loki was telling the truth, but he didn't want to believe it. You know, it's great. I can't get over the show. Such a fan.
Honestly, dude.
I wonder if they're gonna build anything off of the relationship, or once Loki gets out, Loki and then Sylvie, how that was such a huge such a, what do you call it in the timeline? You know?
Branch that like,
Yeah, like a huge branch in the
because
timeline.
you remember when Mobius like finally figured out and went back to the little time loop that Loki was in. He told him, he was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, whatever you guys did when you were on that planet, I think that's the key to taking down
That's right.
this place." So maybe that's what it is at the very end of kind of taking down this place is maybe them falling in love. I don't know what that would be, but
Yeah.
I'm
I can't
super
believe
lost at that
TVA
part.
swooped up. They swooped up. Well, just think about it. Another Loki falling in love with another Loki should go against everything in the timeline. There shouldn't even be 2 Lokis, and the fact that there's 2 Lokis that are falling in love with each other is just ridiculous.
Well, if it's
when it
anything,
comes to
it's the
timeline.
opposite because they play it off so well, you know? Like, he's so narcissistic that the only person he could love is literally another version of himself. I think
Yeah.
it would be odd if he didn't, you know? But then I guess
I think that's
it would take
where
too
they
much
end up.
thinking. I don't know.
But in the context of the TVA and their one time strain, of course that's gonna cause like a ridiculous branch. Like they were saying, like who stepped on a leaf or whatever, you know? Like it's not something small and insignificant.
Oh,
that
yeah, it's
they're
deeper than that. Oh,
picking
I didn't think about
yeah,
that.
It's massive.
2
when it
realities
comes to the main
meeting
timeline.
together. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get it now.
I can't believe the TVA swooped up Sylvie when she was a kid. I was like, Jesus
Oh, that
Christ.
too.
Well, she said it, right? She
I
said it in the
know.
beginning. Something about she's been running since a kid. I thought that was
So
just.
she, like
And-
her
and
whole life.
I thought she was joking.
But why was that? Was it because she was born was it because she was a girl?
No, they didn't say.
They didn't say.
Didn't it?
Remember, she was like, "Why?"
Oh.
She asked her in the elevator. She's like, "Hopefully, in the next episode, we find out." But she, what's her name? The senator
Oh,
lady.
that's right.
King. Oh, I always forget her name. It's something Slayer.
Her.
Ken Slayer, or
Didn't
something like that.
She got booped away, didn't she?
Who?
The girl?
No,
Oh no, she
she's the one
didn't.
that-
Oh, she was gonna
she's the one
ask.
that
She was gonna
framed-
question
Yeah,
her.
she said
Yeah,
who was
she
behind this.
I forgot. I forgot Sylvie was gonna question her and left her alive at the end.
Dude, the mind f when they literally when Sylvie cuts off one of the mid timekeeper's head and it's like electronic. My head exploded. I was like, how are they gonna add another layer to this? You know, because if you think about it, the TVA controls multiple like lifelines of
Yeah.
or multiple timelines of this world, but there's somebody that's actually manipulating the TVA. Like what?
I wonder if the Slayer girl knows
It seems
Oh,
like
she
does,
has
those
to, right?
timekeepers were fake.
She
She,
definitely
knows,
knows.
right? But then supposedly that she's only met them like one time before that.
But it's all BS. Her whole thing's all BS.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
I'm gonna keep this theory until I die, until the show's over. It's Kang. It has to be Kang. The fact that Kinslayer, I'm probably butchering that, whatever her name is, in the comic, she has her main thing in the comics is her having a relationship with King the Conqueror, a romantic relationship, and the fact that she's kind of like in the know about the TVA. It's gotta be him, man.
That'd be cool.
If they show him at the end of this show, I don't know, but
Wouldn't he be bigger though than a Loki show?
he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be in Ant-Man 3, and he's probably imagine him as like, you remember how Loki was like the first big villain of Avengers?
Yeah.
Like he, you know,
Yeah.
like he's gonna be that. He's gonna be that kind of
Oh,
presence.
okay.
Like they're gonna introduce him in this show with Loki, like they did with Loki and Thor, and then he's gonna be whatever big, like assemble movie or whatever. He'll be like the main villain or whatever they end up doing.
Avengers 4
Um,
or 5.
if that whenever,
6?
yeah, fuck, whenever that comes.
That's
King
insane.
the Conqueror is also a massive Young Avengers villain, and the Young Avengers is like they're assembling them literally, and every project they've put out, there's another Young Avenger character. So maybe they're setting them up for that. I don't know. Okay. So we know that it's called a Nexus Event when you do something in the timeline that's not supposed to happen and it causes a branch. It's called a Nexus Event, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We learned in WandaVision that Wanda is a Nexus being. We still don't know what that means. What is a Nexus being supposed to be? Does that mean that whatever she does has no effect on the timeline? They haven't
Whoa.
really established what that means, because you saw her manipulating and literally creating stuff in that reality. I'm sure that
Oh, that's right.
maybe a Nexus being is somebody who like that is able to alter that. I don't know. There's got to be some connection there with Nexus being and Nexus Event.
She's really one of the strongest,
Maybe, or
if that's like the case.
I forgot what it was in the comics. They established what it is, and I'm probably butchering this, but I think it's no matter what multiverse or what reality you're in, it's always the same person. Like it's always, no matter what, there's no variance. It's always her because that's who she
But
is.
she's the only
because
one.
She's so powerful.
Okay.
Like you were saying. I don't like. Well, I'm sure we'll see them establish that in Doctor Strange, or maybe at the end of this episode or season of Loki. But I don't freaking know, man. There's a lot of questions.
So much, but yet we can't even start with anything because of what they leave us off with.
Like there's like okay, where do you guys think they're going? So what? All of these Lokis are teaming up and then taking on the TVA, or like what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, I mean, the TVA is the least of their worries, you know. Like
Yeah.
if you think about
Okay,
it.
I guess you're right. Not the TVA anymore, but
Yeah,
whoever's
like-
behind the TVA. But even that, like, is that even?
I don't know. I feel like they don't go and who. I feel like they're not. I wonder. That's my big question: is if they're gonna take down the TVA in this show,
Or if they will always just kind of be there.
or if that's just like leading on to the next Marvel like big thing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
TVA is nuts.
It's hard to say.
But I'm excited. I got a feeling at the end of the season they'll break the timeline, and that will be the reason.
Yeah,
for
that's why.
other multiversal.
Time
things
will be
going on.
free.
Yep.
That's what they keep saying, right? Let time be free.
Uh-huh. Bro.
Well, I guess yeah, they could destroy whoever's controlling the timeline, and that would happen.
Well, because this timeline is still going, like,
Yeah.
right? I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. I'm so excited for next week. Like, I wasn't really like all that hyped for this upcoming episode because the last episode was like character building and it was like whatever, you know. But now I can't wait.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I can't
definitely.
believe we gotta wait a week now. It's crazy.
It's just crazy. Like we knew. Oh,
I was
go
gonna
ahead,
say
Omar.
I don't think next episode. I'm just saying this. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I think next episode's probably not gonna be as great as this one. Obviously, for many reasons.
Who knows?
I think it might be a little bit of a downhill,
Yeah.
but I'm expecting that. Okay, that's what I'm just saying.
and then 6 picks up.
And then 6, finale is gonna be amazing. You know.
I think it's crazy. We knew that this episode was gonna be much different than the last 3, but we didn't expect it to be this different and that good.
Not at all. Not at all.
That was so good.
It's great.
I haven't really. I don't think I've felt like emotions like that watching something in a while.
Honestly,
It's like that was good.
Yeah, man.
the score
That was
behind
really good.
everything just was
Yeah,
done perfectly.
yeah.
Marvel's killing it.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Definitely.
All right. Thanks for watching,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank
Later.
you.